I'm sick of this shit. Y'all motherfuckers really don't know what this hip-hop's all about. Underground will live forever, baby. We just like roaches, never dying, always living.
The b-boy community is full of underground heroes, unsung characters of the dance whose individuality and charisma echo throughout this underappreciated section of hip-hop culture. In an attempt to document some of these modern masters, we at Flow sat down with BBoy Ynot and DJ Skeme Richards, two individuals who have dedicated the better part of their lives to hip-hop and b-boy lifestyle. Both are members of the prestigious Rocksteady crew. Skeme provides music for b-boys, and Ynot brings his unique take on the traditional dance to the circles. We visited them at Skeme's recording studio or lab for an organic conversation, in an attempt to discover their influences, opinions, and motivations in terms of music and the b-boy dance. We begin with a conversation on the term funky.
To be real with you, spinning, there's ill joints out there that the whole song is funky. And honestly, the reason why you have people like Ynot, he feels the song as a whole. It's not just about the break, it's not just about the horn, it's not just about the singing, it's about the song as a whole. Whether it has a break, whether it doesn't have a break, if it's funky and it works, it works. You know, with me, it's not about like, oh, it has just this one element. The break is a plus. You know what I'm saying? Drums is a plus, horns is a plus, but everything makes one complete song. What makes a record funky? You know, like, funk is described in a million different ways. You know, I don't think there's one thing that defines funky. A cat that can really, really get loose. And, I mean, if you're hearing a song and you hear the drummer and he's going off, he's getting funky. If you hear James and James is screaming, he's getting funky. If he's just monotone and just like all one level, there's nothing funky about it. Or if the drummer's just stiff and he's just, you know, all one tempo and you're not feeling his energy, it's not funky. So, you know, funky can be described on multiple different levels. But if I had to, you know, categorize funky, watch Ynot dance off of Just Begun. That's the epitome of getting funky. You know what I'm saying? He's just getting loose.
I've listened to the music way before I started even dancing like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the music is already in my head. You know, so I really, even before I hear that sax solo, I'm hearing it. Once my feet started going, it just went. It just happened. You know, and the people that first see it, they're gonna look at it and go, oh shit, you know, oh what's that? Or someone's gonna hate it, someone's gonna like it. At the end of the day, like they don't realize that shit is just natural. Like I'm really just doing that for the fuck of it. And it ain't nothing I thought about. It's nothing that I sat down and studied and tried to make up. Like it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way I dance. So it's like I think about the motherfucker that's playing that song right now. The guy that's playing that instrument, especially sax. Like I'm really attracted to the music of saxophone because I used to play it. So it's like when I hear it, I'm like, damn. Like I'm thinking about how he's playing it. But if I don't have the instrument, I'm gonna dance it. You know, it's fun. I want to talk about this for sure because I don't know who the dude is, but I remember going on YouTube and checking out one of my clips from the anniversary. This guy writes about 3 or 4 or 5 paragraphs on whatever he felt about me kind of reacting to the Just Begun song. And it was funny because it's like he definitely came off as straight up like hating. He signs off kind of with yeah, you know, that's cool that you learned the horns for Just Begun or something like that, but you know, why don't you try dancing to the funky drummer, let me see you do that. And I'm looking at this shit like, put on the funky drummer, put on fucking Bach. I don't give a fuck. Put on a goddamn record, you know what I'm saying? Guaranteed, if I even never heard it before, I'm gonna dance to it in a way it looks like I know the motherfucking song because it's just music, man. You react to music. If you know music, you know music. That's it.
It is evident that Ynot's love for music is translated into his breaking. As a b-boy, he is adept to all the elements of the dance, yet he is most known for his musicality or beat-hitting, meaning that his movements are often timed to the horns, vocals, or other nuances of the music. Although he doesn't like to be pigeonholed into these categories, Ynot shared with us his influences on the music-driven part of his style, as well as his feeling on how the dance has grown musically.
Okay, well, what's the difference between dancing to the breaks and dancing to a full record? I think now breaking has evolved to a point where we're actually dancing now and we can listen to a whole record and get down to it. you know. But that's also, you know, contradicting themselves. If someone's gonna say, yo, you know, we danced to the breaks, yeah, but then Just Begun was a full record, and they broke to that. As far as like reacting to the music, I think like, I mean, when I started doing it, I was seeing people that were not b-boys doing it, and that's what attracted me to doing it. You know what I'm saying? I was actually, one of my main influences was Buddha Stretch. Buddha Stretch is a straight up just dancer. You know what I'm saying? My man can get down to just about any song possible, and he's like becomes the music. You know, and I thought people who pop, people who, you know, lock and do dances like that have always done things like that. And all I did was, because I also did a little bit of both, I just applied it to my breaking, you know, and that was it. Like if I heard a horn, I'd react to it. If I heard someone's voice, I'd react to it. And that was just knowing the song. I'll go somewhere and like a DJ will play a song, and I'll give him the name and the artist or something like that, the name of the song. He'll be like, "Oh, you DJ?" And I'm just like, not necessarily, but like I'd be fucking with it. Like, right. Is that what, like, what's the question about? You know what I'm saying? Like, they'd be surprised if we could do more than one thing. And I'm just like, why? Because they all go hand in hand. Like, that's just some shit that you just did. You know what I mean?
If you were a b-boy, you wrote graph. If you were a DJ, you made beats. If you know what I'm saying, like,
or vice versa.
Yeah, you do it all. You can't call yourself an all-out king just doing one thing. Plain and simple. I'm not engulfed in this whole shit where it's like I have to talk about this 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's other shit in life to talk about besides records and breaking. You know, there's a lot more to talk about than just that.
Skeme was hesitant to let us film a portion of his massive collection of memorabilia, but it becomes evident that he and Ynot are both aficionados of far more than just b-boying. Section 31 and the Frontmen, for example, are two of Skeme's other mysterious crews, which contribute to the arts of beat making and emceeing. All of his hip-hop related endeavors draw from or sample Skeme's personal passions, contributing to his style and character. This sense of putting meaning behind their actions is something Skeme and Ynot feel is lacking in their community, particularly among DJs.
The DJs need to wake up, you know what I'm saying? DJs need to be more educated, man. Like Skeme said, like, anybody could be a break DJ or any kind of DJ right now, but it's not saying that they're actually qualified to be one.
They're human iPods. So
human iPods.
That's all it is. Cats aren't digging for shit. Cats are just downloading MP3s. You hear the shitty quality MP3s that cats is spinning. So trust me, I love technology. I love that shit. It made my job easier. But at the end of the day, these cats that all you're doing is downloading. Like, you would not be a DJ if you had to go buy records. You wouldn't want to spend money. But then you'll get somebody who'll be like, yo, Apache's whack, Apache's played out. But then you'll hear J-Rock from Stone's Throw and Beat Junkies. You'll hear him play Apache, and you'll hear him kill that shit. And it'll be like, see?
Because he knows how to spin.
He knows how to.
He knows when to spin it.
You know, it's not about what you play, it's how you play. And that's what cats don't know. It's like, you can't just play a record, you gotta play a record. I'm Skeme Richards all fucking day, every day. I don't compromise. Plain and simple. I do what I do.
Skeme's non-compromising style of DJing is designed to motivate the ciphers the small, dark circles where, for b-boys, reputations are made and broken. In these circles, Skeme controls the flow of his dance floor and the purest of ciphers. Dancers are literally pushed to the breaking point where music and motion become one.
More of a spiritual thing, because like almost the way you feel when you dance to the music, it's like you're somewhere else. Like, I'm not on the planet anymore, you know what I mean? And you're talking through the music because you're expressing it through your body, you know what I'm saying, which is different. It's not like your everyday shit, we just walk down the street, you know, and then you're not only just kind of moving with it, but then also you get to the ground. Like, it's like unlike any other type of dance, because now you're physically like getting into the ground the way you're dancing. You know, I always think about this when I see like the Freshest Kids. You got Karis when he's like you know, there's some like thing where you're breaking on the earth and you're in the earth, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of this is funny, but like, what are you saying is like really, it's real. Ritual-wise, man, it's like shit, you become this character. You do certain things that make you feel good, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you do a move or something correctly and it feels right, you hit it, you're like, damn, I just spoke to somebody. And you feel good because like, that shit was really fulfilling, you know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of how it is. It's really kind of out there, but at the same, if you look at it in that way. But at the same time, I think a lot of people can get with that because they feel that the same way when they do it too. When they break it, they're just like, wow, that's totally a spiritual moment. I think that's what really got me into breaking. When I first saw people really break, I got that feeling and I was like, wow, like, I want to feel like that. And I want to create that feeling to somebody else because that was the ultimate like moment that I was like, okay, this is something I want to do. It was at Breakbeats. I think I talked about this before. It was at Breakbeats and I saw K-Mel and Ness dancing. And I watched them both dance and I was like, oh shit. Like I got this feeling, you know, just like watching them. And the music, the way they were interpreting the music and just kind of dancing, it like blew my mind. That was the first thing. One of the first things I saw breaking wise. Like years before that, when I seen like, man, I seen poppers, just poppers in general, but just watching the people around my way that knew how to pop, I was like, yo, that's an ill style of dance. And you can tell just because the way they reacted to the music, it was very much heartfelt, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, popping was like my first love, and then once I seen like breaking done like that, like when I saw Breakbeats that day, I was like, okay, that's the type of breaking I want to try and do, you know, because that gave me a whole different feeling. And when I seen Legs and Kenny dance and people like that, when I started actually seeing that stuff in person, then I was like, yeah, that's just hot. Yeah, they did Jam on the Groove, came out, you know what I'm saying, the show came out, it was like, that's like really big. I want to go back to talking about the 90s because why originality was so stressed back then is because even though you were even trying to bite something or somebody's style, you can only go off of your memory. So it's almost like if you remember somebody's face, and after you don't see him for a while, it starts to kind of make a different picture in your mind. Like you don't remember exactly what they look like. And I think when somebody would see a move and go, oh shit, I want to do that, they'll go home and they'll work on it, but they'll do it differently because they don't know exactly how it's done. The 90s was real breaking to me because there were no rules, man. Now it's like motherfuckers can put you in slow motion and rewind you and watch you over and over again until you're etched in their mind, man. And they're eventually gonna look like you if they keep watching the footage and watching and watching. And I think people lose that aspect just in general on this whole footage thing, man. Cause like I'll see a b-boy that, you know, on tape and I'll be like, well, yeah, you know. And then when you see him in person, he looks almost 2 times better because you're like, he's right there in front of you. Like you can see that, you know. And I think the footage, man, ruined that whole feeling. You know, I think that's why the dance is getting a little bit more left behind because not too much of that can get caught on tape. You know, those are moments that just happen and you gotta be there. If you're not there, you missed out and you talk about it. You know what I mean? That's the only thing you can really do. The biggest overdone thing that I see is always the same shit. Is the finishing move W. You'll even see someone like do an amazing power run, get up and spin around and do a W as their finish. And I don't understand that because that's like, you know, out of doing all that stuff, why would you end up in a W? Is that like a habit, or is it just like someone's like way of just saying, all right, I brought it back with the W? I like to see it more as a transition. I don't see people doing W into a move. I always see W, stand up, W, stand up. You know what I'm saying? I like to see it done differently, bro.
It is by doing things differently that Ynot has gained his reputation. We get the sense that he strongly believes music and emotion are the fuel to his dance, rather than current trends or even the desire to be dope. Love him or hate him, it is undeniable that the style has made noticeable impact on the scene.
There's nobody that can bite Ynot. You don't have it, because you don't have that feeling. Ynot is out of everybody, Ynot is the most legitimate b-boy who truly listens to this music and understands this music and appreciates this music. Everybody else just listens to the shit. He listens to the shit. Why do you think when he came out in the Top Rock shit, oh, everybody went to Top Rock now? He came out different than everybody else. He's a feeling. You can't really bite him. You can't bite his Top Rock moves. You can try to emulate him, but at the end of the day, you don't have that same feeling. It's the same thing with me. You can spin the same breaks that I spin, but you don't y'all be you don't have it. It's the feeling that you don't have with you, and he's that guy who is a feeling. And if you don't understand what I mean by feeling, I can't break it down any more simpler than that. He is a feeling.
Skeme, too, has been bringing this feeling and flavor to the game since he first began DJing in 1981. Through conceptual club events like Hot Peas and Butter, the All 45 Funk and Soul Night, or with B-Boy mixtapes and monthly online podcasts, Skeme's traditional character shines in every new project. He defines DJing as going beyond playing records. He views himself as a crowd motivator, one who can read a room to entertain as well as musically educate. Skeme shared some of his philosophy on clicks, record selection, and remaining sovereign as an artist.
I don't get too comfortable with everybody because at the end of the day, I want you to book me because I'm delivering the goods and I'm professional. I don't want people to book me because, oh, he's cool with us, or he's down with us, or yeah, that's my man, so I'm gonna put him on this event and put him on that event. No, the people who book me because they trust me to deliver a good service. My name is Skeme Richards. It's not DJ of such and such, or this. It's not Rocksteady. It's not 31. My name is Skeme Richards, and at the end of the day, I have to stand alone on my own. That's the name I made for myself, whether it's B-Boy jams, whether it's clubs, whether it's doing beats, whether it's dropping rhymes, whatever. I want people to know, like, oh, that's Skeme. I'm gonna give you a little of what you want, but a lot of what you need, and it's just certain joints that you just know this shit's gonna blow up. Budo's band. Come on. First time I dropped that shit, it was like, cats was like wide eyes and bugging, like, what the fuck is this? I knew that was going to be the one. And that song right there, I will still play that joint and cats will still rock to it like it's brand spanking new. Every time I go to a new city or state, I feel like I'm being tested. I feel as though I have to go in there and prove myself and show like the local DJ there why I'm here. Every time I'm out, it's a battle. It's a mental battle. So I'ma shine no matter where I'm at, whoever I'm spinning with, you know. But like nobody's ever really stepped up to me and be like, yo, I want to battle you. Philly DJs battled. Philly DJs and New York DJs battled. So me battling in 81, that was just like, that's what we did. Now I don't care about battling. It's like, whatever. It's like my passport is there.
We followed Skeme on a trip to the Go Off Club Night in New York City. We happened to be filming when he was approached by a legend of b-boying's past and present who showed respect for performing a forgotten tradition.
It's the big 4-2. 40's the new 20. Fuck what Jason said.
What he's talking about here is a lost art. The art of someone carrying a DJ's records into the club. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's to get in free, whether it's to show respect, or whatever. My man, the king himself, Alien Ness, special birthday. He's about to do something that he hasn't done in how many years?
Nah, I still do it. I still do it, really. I haven't worked doing it in years, but last time was like 2004. That's like 5 years I haven't done it as a job.
Who was one of the greats that you carried their records?
Oh, I've carried records for Africa Bambaataa, Jazzy J, Grand Wizard Theodore, Flash, Tony Touch. What I wanted to do was, for my birthday present, what I wanted to do is, Skeme is like one of the greatest DJs that ever done it. He's my favorite DJ. You know, anywhere in the world he's at, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to take it back to my roots. When I first got into this hip-hop shit, I couldn't afford to get into the big events, the jams, or the parties, or sometimes you didn't know people at the parties, you wasn't welcome there. You're not from the neighborhood, you could get your ass kicked. What I used to do was wait outside until I saw a DJ that I knew come in, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as I saw them pull up in the car, the taxi, I would run over there like, yo, Jazzy J, you need help? And DJs always need help. Don't get it twisted, extend your hand, motherfuckers. DJs always need help, and it was how I used to always get inside, like, bang, bang, bang. So that's my birthday present for me today. I'm carrying in my favorite DJ's records right now, like this.
Yo, and I want y'all cats to know.
Roadie status, nigga, roadie status.
I want y'all cats to know.
I'm the world's greatest roadie. Book a nigga. Book a nigga. I'm
All
ready for roadie work.
you dudes, all you so-called DJs, all you so-called break DJs that be traveling and shit with little traveling y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Carrying Serato and shit. I still carry vinyl on the fucking road. See the motherfucking tags? I still carry vinyl on the motherfucking planes. You know what I'm saying? Me and my man Alien Ness.
Oh, just for the record, I carry Serato cables and all that shit too. You DJ, you hot, whatever. I'll carry in your coat.
All right, Skeme Richards, Section 31, rock steady crew, y'all.
As our night with Skeme and Ynot comes to a close, we see that despite the natural competitiveness of hip-hop, the culture and its essence is founded upon love. Love for the music, the art of DJing, love for everything funky, creative, and original. Although Skeme and Ynot may at times have the air of conceit, this attitude is also a tradition of hip-hop. As Skeme says, if you don't think you're the best, then why should anyone else? At Flow, we admire artists who hone their personalities and their crafts so that they become unequaled, unbiteable, their character and style coming from a lifetime of preparation. They are by no means the only individuals in this scene that are, in Skeme's words, forever rockin' fresh. And we at Flow will continue to spotlight more of our favorite hip-hop artists in future installations. For tonight, this is Randy Pendleton for Flow, inviting you to keep your eyes open and always keep it funky. Section 31.
You watch your flow. For the love of work, yeah.
Kansas City.